What's up, guys? How you doing? Hello. Dang, it turned out nice. I've been oohing and awing over this. I'm not gonna lie, like, again, I think sound-wise, it's not like my 100% my fave in the world, but like visually, this is really cool. Been a while since I've caught a stream. What's up, Who's Bunny? How you doing, man? Fancy, what's going on? Scum, how you doing? Astel, how you doing? Kush, how you doing? Jishy, hello everyone. Lego, what's going on, dude? We're building a very fun keyboard today, one that I've kind of been itching to build just because I kind of like these layouts. It's an FRL, oh god, what's the actual thing called? XT FRL TKL. So it's an FRO-less TKL with an extended macro pad on the left side. Very similar to the W1AT. So, Dondata, oh my god, how you doing, dude? Zong, how you doing, man? Mim, how you doing? Oh man, everyone's here today. We're doing a nice little Sunday stream. Although it is beautiful outside, and I'm also a little upset it's so beautiful outside because it's been miserable all week, and today's like the only day I'm busy during, well, I'm not really that busy, but I just don't want to do anything today. I think maybe I'll go for a photo walk, but I just got a surgery a few days ago. Recovering right now. What happened? Hopefully it wasn't too serious. I mean, if it's surgery, it probably sounds serious, but hopefully it's not too bad, I guess. You know? Hopefully. We can only hope. Let me check one more thing here quick. Okay. Yeah, today's gonna be one of those days, I think. Tore my Achilles? What? Holy smokes. Reflection? Yeah, I think a lot of people have been excited for this board too. I know you've probably been talking about it, but a quick take on the Campfire wireless set you got. Okay, so Kush, I actually haven't had a chance to test the battery life like on a longer term right now. Sound quality wise, I actually like these more than the AirPods. I think they just have more like overall character to it. Like, I don't know, it just sounds different. I was going some back and forth. The AirPods sound very, it's weird. They sound almost lifeless in comparison, at least to me. Like, this seems to have a lot more like oomph in the bass section, especially. The mids aren't too bad on this either. I think where maybe this falls a little bit short is the mids, compared to like the AirPods, but I think it's just kind of the bass maybe getting in the way of some of the mids. But yeah, I really like these, but I don't have any info on how battery life is going to hold up. I think the only other thing I will say in comparison to the AirPods, the wireless charging is quite nice on the AirPods. So, not that it's a big deal to plug these in, but we'll see. We shall see. Did you wake up at your normal 9 a.m. today? Yeah, 9:30 today. I did a good job. I did that today, so I'm happy. What time did you guys wake up today? Yeah, I played a little bit of Minecraft last night, and then the moment I've been doing this thing, except for one night this week, where the moment I'm feeling sleepy, I just go to bed. I don't try to like push past it. I don't do anything. I just let my body drift off to sleep. Because it doesn't feel good when you're like fighting yourself, you know? Thank you so much for the tier 1 for 8 months. Let's go, dude. Thank you very much, bro. 10:30, 5:30-ish. That's when you woke up or went to bed, Rob? I hope you didn't go to bed at 5:30. 6 a.m. went to bed at 3? Oh, you only got 3 hours? So nice. Gargle. Crobe, thank you so much for the Prime for 29 months, bro. That is actually wild, bro. Thank you so much, dude. 6 a.m. dog sitting for my brother, and dogs have their own schedule. Yep. Pets and stuff do. They really do. Bought the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Won't get it till November 17th. I've had the XR for 4 years. Is it worth getting a USB-C dongle? I mean, you're probably gonna have to get a dongle anyways if you use any sort of IEMs for either one of the Apple things, right? Yes, the dongles are pretty good. They're actually like pretty good quality. Best layout, Alex. Have you ever tried the Chance the Yote? How do you pronounce that? I don't even know how to pronounce that. But no, Riley, I've never seen that one there before. I'm reliving my high school days. GF is on a work trip, so I can game all night. You know what's funny about that, man? I'll say this as someone who's definitely gone through the rabbit hole of playing video games late at night. It's fun for like the first day. So a while back, my girlfriend went on a little weekend trip with her friends. And the first night I was like, oh, I'm so fucking pumped up, bro. I'm gonna stay up. I'm gonna eat junk food. I'm gonna like play video games, and I watched movies. The next night I was like, bro, I'm already sick of this. Like, I'm so over this, dude. And then I just was like going back into my normal schedule. It's weird. I just can't do it anymore. Day one is sick. The rest is so sad. Yeah, because then after that, you're just kind of like, well, this is out of the norm. It's so different past 28. Dude, it really is. I think it's just you have a sense of responsibility for everything else. So you almost have like a little bit of guilt doing some of that stuff too, you know? So, I mean, it is what it is. I can't really say anything about it because unfortunately you got to do all those things. So it's fun when you don't have to worry. That's definitely when it's fun. We're just doing straight up water today, guys. No energy drinks, no coffee, nothing like that. Lonely without someone to game. Lonely without someone to go home after gaming. Yeah, a little bit of that for sure, dude. Reflection day. Yeah, today's a little reflection day. But no, man, this keyboard has been, it's so much fun. Like, again, I don't think this is like my absolute favorite sounding board that I own. Like, I was looking at this today, I was like on my desk, and I'm just like, yo, this is kind of cool. Like, there's a lot of character to this board. It's pretty neat. It has some acceptable amount of RGB. Yeah, and you can turn, like, with turned all off, the board still looks sweet, and you can turn it all off. I think the only thing I really don't like about this board is that I think it's a little ridiculous, but I also understand why they did it. It just makes it tedious to control. Each section, there's 5 sections of LEDs, is a separate control. And you have to cycle through them with 3 buttons, basically. So it's a little tedious to get things set up the way you want. Can I do a sound test? Yeah. It's an interesting sounding board. Schmore, thank you so much for the tier 1, dude. Appreciate you, man. This is still with the case film, yeah. I took out the case film Chudo and I did not like it. I can't unsee the 2 Bs. I know. I really like it. It turned out good. It's fun to type on. Yeah, it's a little thin right now, Flybeck, and that's why I said this is not my favorite board, like in the absolute world to type on. I think this would probably benefit from using long pull switches, and it might also just be because Matrix tends to use those 1.2 millimeter PCBs. However, I really don't mind the sound. Like, it's not like a bad thinness to it, I suppose, and there's a little bit of reverb that I kind of hear with this too. But again, for what this board is.
Happy Sunday.
Thank you. I appreciate that cool story. I kind of like it. Like, it's not a bad sound profile. Yeah, like, and it's just super cool. So I'm like okay with everything here. I'll admit, I would like to see. I don't exactly know why Matrix does 1.2s. Oh my god, Hack! Thank you so much for the 5 tier 1s, bro. What the? Hey man. If I could give you a big old hug right now, you know I would, bro. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you. Oh my god. Thank you, man. Making my Sunday smiling right now. I like this. This is nice. This is still a little odd to me. Oh, by the way, after using this for I used this a little bit last night and this morning. This is a little odd. Like, it definitely has like a little, okay, maybe it's just me. I guess when I go to reach for the control, I kind of feel it out. Like, obviously I'm not looking at the board, right? So feeling this bit of a gap between this is kind of throwing me off a little bit, to the point where I've had to look down to see what I'm doing. So I'm not, again, I understand this is probably to make it symmetrical to this side, because I think they wanted the exploded bit on this side to match this side. It's a little jarring. It's not like the end of the world, but it's definitely thrown me off. And it's made me, like, when I go back to bring back my pinky, because that's how I use this button, yeah, it's a little weird. So you're welcome. Thanks for all the keeps. Thanks for all the keep sharing. Oh, I'll try my best to keep on sharing, dude. Thank you so much, man. I think I'd probably remap control to caps lock. Yeah, I might do that actually, since I never use caps lock. Nice to see a visual board try to do something different, but isn't for everyone practically. Yeah, I think this board definitely has its set audience. I just think it's super cool. It looks dope, and I like it. It's a little out of my styling choice as of late, but excited to watch the VOD later. Have a good stream. Thank you, Nit. I appreciate you, dude. Super rad, yeah. This board will be available, what, November 3rd to 5th, I think it said? And then it's 699 USD. Again, I personally understand why there's so much, like a big price tag on this. It's not just like a board that's labeled as like a designer thing and then calling it a day, but there's so many parts to this thing. Like I was trying to go through all the parts this morning that came with it, all the extra like bits, and it's so confusing. I'm like, where does all this stuff go? All right. All right. Let's take a look at this. This has some weight to it, by the way. Reflection time. Oh. Han, it says over here. So the price point on this is $440, and I believe the Canadian variant, hold on, let me see what CAD was again. Fuck, I am so bad with this. CAD was 600, I want to say? 614. Yeah, 614 CAD and 440 USD. So it's definitely on the higher end of things too. Oh my god. Simon. What's the Simon emote here? Simon Sus? Simone. How are you doing, Simon? The green is absolutely sexy. I like green keyboards. Lately, my favorite color keyboards have been silver, classic silver, and then dark, like hunter green or like an olive green. And then I think like a beige color would come up next. But yeah, classic silver is like my absolute favorite as of late. And then the odd time that I find a good orange keyboard, I'm here for it, dude. Dude, that board, case only, is the beast of a weight. This is kind of heavy, man. There's some like, how's the Matrix R-Suit? It's cool, it's expensive. So hi everyone for tuning in, or just tuning in rather. My name's Alex, I build keyboards. Thank you for rating me, Simon. Yeah, the Matrix keyboard's cool. It's just expensive. And I feel like it definitely needs the case foam on the bottom, or else it's a little bit thinner. But it's cool. Just $699 US. And I don't know if people will be able to justify that. There's a lot of parts to this thing. So it feels good to type on though. It would look cool at Micklin. This guy? Perhaps, yeah, for sure. I think maybe that would look nice. Is it 53? Man, I didn't even know there was a count for that stuff available, but damn, that's a lot. Good gravy, that's expensive. Yeah, like we were looking at it yesterday. We took it apart. We opened it up. Inside, there's like bajillions of screws because you can screw in a whole bunch of things. There's some magnetic pieces. That's pretty cool. Even came with like a different little faceplate for the front here. So if we want, we can switch it to like beige, you know? It's cool though, it's neat. I think this is just meant for someone who really likes something like this, right? How do magnets work again? I'll have to do a case study on magnets. I'm not too sure. I can't remember how magnets work. I'll do a case study though. Magic? Yeah, wizards. Wizards, Harry. All right, let's open this guy here up. So yeah, 440, what did I say, 614 Canadian? I was for the conversion. Although I feel like that'll change. It's a screwless design, which I've always been a little bit hesitant with screwless designs to see whether or not I actually care for them. Like on one hand, they're okay, easy to assemble, but I also, like, I like visible screws. So I think it's a personal bias. And we got I believe this is a palm plate or a polycarbonate. No, this is palm. And then we also have an aluminum plate. The original tofu was screwless. The original tofu was a one piece thing there, wasn't it? We have some foams. PE foam, pretty standard nowadays. I feel like every keyboard has these things. Is it PP plate? It might be PP. I have to double check what the note said. PP and palm for me are very interchangeable in terms of the way they sound and feel. Oh my god, this is heavy. Original tofu is a metal bowl. This is like a very substantial cloth, by the way. In terms of rating the cloths that I've got, like the microfiber stuff, and just, this is like the most substantial I've ever seen. Like this thing is thick. It feels like a dish towel more than a microfiber cloth, but this is pretty cool. Oh, this is a nice color. God damn, this is heavy, bro. This is a nice color. Okay. I really like this. I was like gushing over this from the render. Like, I don't know if there were I think there are renders on the website. I don't think they're actual photos. But this is a nice design for the edges here. It looks great. Like, that looks fantastic. It almost has like a very simple profile to it, kind of, but it does it really, really, really well. That bottom, yeah, it's nice design language for sure, Scum. Yeah, I'm pretty positive they are renders. And then the other colors that you guys could get would be green, black, brown, silver, and sand. Sand would have been cool to see today. Thank you, Elquan. Appreciate you, dude.
Gifted a tier 1 sub to Thiki Circle. They have given 108 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you. And just to let you guys know, I'm not keeping this board. We are going to be sending this off after we're done, but we are going to be taking a look at this today. Side profile is pretty nice too. Has a bit of a curve upwards, you guys can kind of see, with a little wedge happening over here and then a little tapering off. So pretty nice. Pretty nice. I really like the way this looks. The other really nice thing about this, by the way, and I'm going to point this out because I think this is very important for people who might have problems with their daughter boards or in the future. It does use its own daughter board, right? However, the designer of this keyboard decided that it would also be compatible with universal daughter boards. So it offers, I know this is a small thing. It offers both its original daughter board and then compatibility with universal daughter boards. I think that's very important. It allows you, just in case something happens and you can't get a hold of one, just to go buy a universal one. It makes sense. So it does have the screw points for both. Again, it might be small to some people. Some people might be like, Alex, that's unimportant. I've never had a problem with it. I think that's a very good thing. Why design your own if you're just going to add compat for universal? I mean, why not do both, right? Why not have both being allowed? I don't see why it would be a problem for either or. Perhaps it's like a price thing. Maybe they have like their own menu that has like a discount on that. But the fact that it's compatible with both is fine too. This brown is so nice. Yeah, it is very, very pretty. And then you see the screwless design over here, which again, I'm indifferent with screwless designs. I like seeing screws, but it kind of makes sense because the bottom is so clean. Not getting fucked over by obsolete parts is the future. Yeah, like I said, I've been really pushing lately. Like my thing lately has been compatibility and sorry, I'm just closing the blinds, and future-proofing things so you don't have to worry about like things going out of stock and stuff like that. So I think it's important. Any plans on building the Fuji 75? I've never actually built a Fuji 75. Oh, you saw my orange shorts? Yeah, I'm wearing them today. Let's take a look at the PCB. Now, I believe there is a hot swap and a solderable PCB. I believe I have the hot swap today. So we might be a little bit boned for options today. Although, I don't think some of the options actually matter. But we'll see what we got for hot swap options today. Okay. Oh, okay. This is like a matching PCB for this. All right. I'm digging the color for this. Okay. Unfortunately, the hot swap one doesn't support ISO. However, ISO is supported on the solderable one. So it does look like there's a few things. I believe there's also the, the split left shift there. Few things not supported on this guy, which is fine. And I believe the other note that he had sent me was, I think the 7U and the 6.25U are swapped, so they're supposed to go the other way. And then I don't have a wire for this, guys. I'm not doing this, so don't ask me. Just get it out of your system now. I'm not going to do it. I don't have a wire for it. I'm not going to do it. 10U crit. Hey, there's some people in here who love 10U. So I don't even think I got a space bar to support that, actually. Should grab your envoy to match your outfit? Yeah, maybe. Orange and beige, my two favorite colors. No 7U spacebar. There's 7U support. I don't have 10U, guys. I don't have a 10U. I think I might have a wire somewhere, but I don't have a keycap. But that's pretty much what comes with this thing. There's also the cables here. There's a top mount kit, and then the gasket plugs. So we get the dual mounting style on this guy. I don't know what I want to do for mounting for this. I think my idea right now for what I kind of want to build this today is I wouldn't mind building with the PP plate, using some pink robin switches, which are long pole, and trying top mount, because I'm a big fan of top mount. I think if you can get a top mount to sound really good, it's like very, very, very nice. And then we can swap to just switch it quickly to gasket. But if you guys are down with it, I'd like to try the PP plate. Are you guys down with that? I think that'd be fun. Damn, this is really pretty though. The finish on this prototype unit's really nice too. God, I really, really love this. This is so pretty. I love a soft PP. What? Huh? PP shrink? Yeah. I've had some polypropylene plates over the years of me building keyboards that have just not fit right because they've just either shrunk or in some cases even expanded. It's a weird material in some cases, but it is what it is. PP shrunk AO. Okay, guys. AO. So these are the gasket plugs, top mount kit, and then this is the daughter board. Let's take a look at this daughter board, actually. I do wish this had just a small bit of shrink wrap on it. I really don't like when the wires do this kind of stuff, but I mean, it's not a big deal. Oh, okay. Does the PCB offer a regular? I don't see it on this. My only suggestion, okay, I totally forgot this was part of the keyboard here. This uses the EasyMate cables. Honestly, I would suggest them, I don't know if it's possible. I would like to see if they're going to offer the universal daughter boards too, just to offer a regular JST connector on this with the, the regular push-in connector. These EasyMate cables have like a lifespan of 10, I swear to God. Sometimes even less than that, like 10 uses, like pushing in and out if you're not careful. They aren't my favorite things in the world. They sure are simple to use, but they're not my favorite things in the world here. It seems nice on paper, but universal daughter support change is supported and changes have been made. So is there going to be, hold on, I didn't see that in my notes. Is there going to be a regular JST on this? Maybe I missed that. It's also compatible with the... am I not seeing? Is there something over here for the regular GST? No, I don't see it. I don't see a regular connector here. Aren't any universal PCBs from Cannon Keys using the EasyMate things now too? I don't like EasyMate. I did it first, not knowing that they only had like a very, very finite amounts of uses. But I've had clients tell me that after 1 or 2 uses, they've just stopped working. And then I think it was Archetype who told me, I think they swapped off. They ended up going away from EasyMate on their keyboard because it only lasted them, like they said, on average like 8 to 10 times before it just gave up. But yeah, it might. I have to ask the runner here to see if maybe they swapped the PCB. I don't see anything in the notes about the PCB offering both the push-in connector and the EasyMate. I don't see it. Do you guys see it on this? I don't see it. I just see the one over here. I've definitely considered JST for the final PCBs. I've kept it optional. The prototype PCBs are only Molex for now. Okay, perfect. Never mind. Farhan's here. Yeah, if you could for both, that would be absolutely huge. I think that's like a good thing to have. It also future-proofs your keyboard too in case these things do die. All right. Actually, I don't need this right now. Let's lube our stabs. How many stabs do we need for this actually? 1. Split right shift or no? I feel like it would look good on this. That is so dumb a connector that is easy to use. Rob, I don't disagree. I have no idea why it only lasts like for, again, a finite amount of times. It's not rated for very much. Yeah, I think I'll do split. Split right shift is the move on FRLs. Okay, let's do that then. Let's put this to the side. This is so heavy. That is a heavy keyboard. How much does this thing weigh? Let me see. Is there like a detail on that? Maybe I'll go measure it after we're done. Hey, remind me after we're done building the keyboard. I want to see how much that thing weighs fully built. 3 kilograms, almost. I wonder what it actually like is fully built. Usually I don't comment too much on the keyboard weights, but this is definitely heavy. Designers used it EasyMate because it's thinner and it provides extra room for certain designs. I get that. But again, because it's so finicky, I don't always recommend it. All right. Let's do 4 stabs here. Sometimes that kind of design works once in a blue moon, but mill a deeper pocket. Yeah, there's that too. Gingy is not wrong. Could just be like a little deeper pocket for that thing or something towards that effect. All right, let's start doing our stabilizers. All right, guys, I gotta tell you about my breakfast I made today. So I woke up today and I was feeling an egg, bacon, and cheese sandwich, but I also didn't want to go buy one, and I haven't had one in forever. So I was like, I'm gonna make my own. Because I splurged yesterday, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be honest. I splurged. Instead of buying, the Kraft singles, which I don't even think is legally called cheese. I think it's just like something else. I actually bought real cheese, like actual proper cheddar cheese. Splurged, I know. It's like a cheese product or something. It's so bad. No, Kraft singles is cheese. I don't think Kraft is actually labeled as an actual cheese product. I bought just regular double smoked cheddar cheese. It was like, instead of the sliced cheese, which I believe is like $4, this was $8. And I was like, you know what? I deserve this. Because I was like, I'm going to make myself a sick grilled cheese sandwich with this during the week. But I actually used it today. And oh my God, dude. It's been so long since I've had real cheddar cheese. So it tasted delicious. And put a little bacon on it and stuff. Yeah, dude, cheese is really expensive here. How dare you make a healthy decision, you fiend? Double smoked cheddar cheese. Yeah, you know it, dude. It was so tasty. Breakfast today, fried rice with 2 eggs, diced smoked bacon. Ooh, that sounds good. Young choy tips, diced garlic, ginger, and 4 types of fresh mushrooms. Kinney oyster, blue oyster, mai take? Did I pronounce that? And shiitake. Mushrooms are really good too. If you can make me fall in love with you with mushrooms, bro. I'm not even kidding you.
Wow.
Cass.
How's it already been 6 months?
Dude, I know.
Wow.
Right? It is absolutely crazy how fast time goes by. I hope you're having a good day today, Cass. My Take? Okay. What in the world is that keyboard on the top of your desk? That is the Matrix. Fuck, I'm gonna mispronounce it again. I think it's pronounced the Fao Qua. I think that's how you pronounce it. Something like that. It's Matrix's Mr. Hat Alice style keyboard. It's not the Matrix, fuck yeah. It's the Matrix like Fao Qua, I believe it's pronounced. It was Cantonese for something, but I can't remember what it actually meant. I have to look back at the thing there. 400 grams of mature cheddar in my local supermarket is €3.39 euros. Dude, you know what's crazy about that? You would be lucky to find 200 grams of proper cheddar cheese that isn't like the store brand, which is usually not that great, for even like $5 or $6 here. In fact, they even charge you a lot more for the pre-sliced stuff. Pepper jack is my go-to. I'm a little slut for that cheese. My other go-to cheese that I really like is what's that spicy cheese? It's like, is it Asiago? Or no, it's something, I don't know what it is. It has like a bit of a spice to it. Oh, it's so good. I always get it when I go out and I have to choose cheese. And if they have that, I pick it every time. Is it pepper jack? I don't remember what it's called. Is Canadian cheese as bad as American cheese? Do you mean like the sliced stuff? Like, what are we talking about when we say Canadian and American cheese? Are you talking about the Kraft singles? Gouda's really good too. You know what else is delicious? Okay, hear me out. If you guys are ever gonna do a grilled cheese sandwich, try this. All right, I'm gonna give you guys a quick little recipe. Some bread. I recommend like a sourdough or just something like a Texas style toast bread. Brie cheese. All right, get some nice brie cheese. Get some bacon, some cranberry sauce. I've mentioned this before. This is my favorite way to make grilled cheese sandwiches. And then some salt, and you can just use some pepper. And then you basically put it all together. Make sure you toast the bread real nice with, the butter. And it just like, guys, I'm not even kidding you. It's like sweet, salty, savory. It is a mix of everything. It has everything you want in a sandwich. It is so good. I don't know if it would work with blueberry sauce. Please stream this recipe once. Tell you what, next time I make it, we don't make this very often. We've kind of said this is like our once in a blue moon treat for ourselves because, again, brie cheese is kind of pricey. But next time I do make it, I will take some photos for it for you guys and maybe even take some video. When I tell you, oh, it's so good. It's so good, bro. Squeaky cheese? I don't know if squeaky cheese will work with it. The only cheese I've tried with that sandwich is brie. And brie cheese is delicious with it. Can you take pics of the food like your keebs? Deal. I'll do that for you guys. Time for a cheese-themed keyboard. There is a cheese keyboard, actually. That's the funny thing, dude. Make me hungry, now I gotta cook. What time is it? I figured we were kind of safe to talk about food right now, because it's like not the craziest time for eating right now. A sound test of the sandwich? Which Alice is that? This is the Matrix Alice that's coming out in a few days for group buy. I'm a foodie, it's all good. Hell yeah, dude. But I mean, that's really it though. I don't really have any like crazy good recipes for you guys. Everything I make is like pretty standard. The few times that I actually try new recipes, I actually really enjoy it, but I'm a creature of habit. Famunda cheese? Frumunda or Famunda? From under these nuts? I'm just gonna get going. I gotta go. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya. I think we'll just end stream here. Jesus. Dude. Oh my God, man. You know, it was weird because you guys kept saying it. I was like, this has to be a setup for something, dude. It was. Oh my God. Who said that? Who got me with that? Was that Witspend? Oh my God. Clackbait? We got Simon Raid and a Clackbait raid? Come on. What's up, Clackbait? How you doing, dude? If you guys don't know who Clackbait is, great content creator on YouTube. Streams a lot now these days too. Give him a little follow if you guys can. Oh my goodness. Witspend is like, it's me, I did it. You missed the D's nuts joke? I'm not gonna recover from that one there today. I'm just gonna think about that all day long today. Also, I had the saddest experience in Minecraft last night. It was really fun. I had a lot of fun playing Minecraft, but like, I did something I haven't done in what feels like forever. Do you guys know when you're like mining through like a random cave and then, I don't know, man, you have this like weird thing where you find like an iron ore underneath you. So you stand on top of the ore and then dig. Yeah, I did that and then fell to my death and lost all my stuff. And then you just kind of feel defeated after that. So, and I fell far down, dude. One of those moments. It's kind of fun, actually. I don't mind playing. Like, there's a lot of stuff to do in Minecraft, I guess, in terms of like new things to explore. Not really stuff to do. I've been kind of enjoying it. There's no other games I'm actually really enjoying playing these days. Apex once in a blue moon. I think I want to play through Cyberpunk again. I have it installed. I just need to play through it. And then I wouldn't mind doing another run through of Elden Ring. I think that's going to be my gaming goals at the moment. Unspeakable rock bottoms on many occasions. I want to know some of these stories. I'm so curious. Elden Ring DLC should be soon. So hyped. Actually, you know what? This is the TX stabs, right? Are these the AP ones? Okay. AP stabs, we do not use dielectric grease. We are going to use just 20500 because I have such bad luck with dielectric grease and TX stabs. This is a bit of a warp to it. Perfect. Dying in the overworld is one thing, in the nether, I haven't even attempted to go into the nether this time around, so... Current opinion on QMX stabs. Interesting question. My opinion has kind of changed a little bit in the last while of using them. They're okay. And so we'll look at it from just a performance standpoint. I'm going to be honest, guys. They don't work well with... Like, they don't work well in general. I find them to just be a pain in the ass sometimes because if you hear me out, even if you have like a great keyboard right now and it sounds good, the lubricant and the stabilizers will eventually settle a bit. In almost every case that I've used the QMX stabs, the lube settles and you can't, like with normal stabs, you can go in, you can inject a bit more lube or brush some more on. Because the way the QMX stabs are set up, you can't do that. So if you end up wanting to tune it up or touch it up or be like, okay, well, it worked well a week ago, now it's settled, I want to add more. You just can't do that unless you take the whole damn thing apart. So it's a bit annoying in that case there. And compared to its counterparts of every other stabilizer available, it is fantastic, or it's not fantastic at all. Like everything else can be tuned. So that kind of stopped me from using them. They do sound good when they work. Like they're a little bit quieter in sound signature, which I think is by design. So they're fantastic for that. But now to go into like a value proposition, it's really hard for me to recommend any set of stabilizer right now except for Cherry Clip-ins. That's just me being real with you guys. Like, I could sit here and I can tell you Stabies are the best, or I don't know, Durox stabs are fantastic, or just something else. At the end of the day, so are Cherry stabs. And they cost significantly less than some of the other more designer stabilizers, right? So it just doesn't make sense for me to recommend anything else but cherry clip-ins, you know? Unless you just don't want to do clip-ins. Like, you don't want to sit there and grab a clipper and clip them off yourself. But there's really no point in me recommending anything else when the cherry clip-in brand, which is the cheapest brand, works, honestly, better than some of the other brands. On top of that, clip-ins just have more usability in what you can use them for, right? The only thing the clip-ins might not work well for is 1.2 mil PCBs. And there you might want to go grab some 1.2 mil stabilizers meant for that. But for 1.6 mil PCBs, the cherry clip-ins are the best recommendation I can give you. So clip-ins just press right in, while screw-ins you screw in. I mean, other than that, I just don't think QMX stabs have the ability to just the lack of being able to touch it up post install is really what kills it for me with QMX stabs. So that's why I tend to stray away from them. Just use a Band-Aid for clip-ins. Nope. If you guys have ever watched some of the way that I lube my stabs when I do like normal non-proto streams where they usually give me stabs, I use cherry clip-ins for just about everything. And yeah, I just clip them in and lube them up and good to go. Mouse is gorgeous. Did you mod it yourself? I wish I could tell you I did, but this was done for me by Leonardo de Mouse. I commissioned him to do it. Do Loctite on them, then touch them up at 205. Hell yeah. Just not thread locker. Don't use thread locker, guys, like that one guy did. Please and thanks. I still can't believe that happened. Oh my god, sometimes these TX stabs are a pain in the ass to clip in like this. Ow. Who used thread locker, and please link me. Ooh, that was loud. I can't link you, unfortunately. So here's what happened, Dirty. Little story time for you guys. I had a client reach out to me saying that he built his keyboard, watched my video, and the stabs just plain out don't actuate. And he was like in a panic about it. And this was over an email. So I was like, oh, okay. Like, he's like, I bought Loctite per your recommendation, and like it doesn't work. I was like, well, okay, can you send me a picture of what the stabs look like? Like, can I see? And like, it's hard to tell, obviously, that I used thread locker. And then I was just like, oh, that's weird. They don't move at all. And I guess he instead of buying dielectric grease from Loctite, he bought thread locker from Loctite. And I guess he just didn't realize it, and he used it. So, it is a long time ago. Honestly, Dirty, I don't even remember what color it was. It was a while ago. But then he ended up asking, he sent the board to me. I just desoldered it all and then just replaced his stabs and properly did it. And yeah, he laughed about it. I laughed about it. I gave him a bit of a discount because I thought it was funny. And then I asked if it was okay to share this story. And he said, yeah, just leave out my name. I'm not going to obviously single him out, but I think he's a viewer here pretty often. But man, that was so funny. Yes, this is that reflection. How much for his name? Kidding? His name? Yeah, I'll give you guys a spoiler, okay? His name was, and still is, next time I'm here, and next time he's here, I'll just lie and pretend it's him. We can all pretend it's him. It was Adam Geo. No, I'm joking. It wasn't him. Adam's like this story predates when Adam came in. Tim Keyless? Yeah, that's why he stopped building keyboards. It was Tim. He was so embarrassed after that. He just stopped building keyboards. Started making a podcast instead. Tim Stare? Just kidding. He just uses coffee. Yeah, Tim lubes his keyboards with coffee. Everyone knows that. Classic Tim clip. Also, still to this day, have no idea what was going through his head. Classic, though. I would never, I don't know, man. Like, I would never, like, I think he had it propped up on something too, right? I have no idea what was going through his head that day. Probably got to give the coffee switches some character. Yeah, it was on a scale. But wasn't the scale also on something? Or did he have it, like, leaning off? Honestly, I feel like he did it on purpose. Those coffee freaks measure the water as they pour. Oh. I do too sometimes. Depending on the coffee I'm making, I do too. You kind of need to though. Yeah, you kind of need to. For like the coffee in the morning, I have it all memorized. Like I even know this, when I do coffee in the morning, I do a pretty basic blend of coffee and then I actually don't use a scale anymore. Just because it's pretty easy for me to remember like the exact where the water goes and all this stuff and like timing it in my head and how many swirls I need to do. Like I have it all like memorized because it's like a morning routine for me, right? But yeah, for other coffees, I definitely I need to clip these in. Definitely measure it out sometimes. As a coffee pleb, I can tell you there's a reason for measuring it. Yeah. Like, if I'm ever brewing something new and doing a single cup, 90% of the time, unless I'm super lazy and just need caffeine, there's a scale out and I'm measuring it. I don't know. It's kind of fun though. Makes you feel like a scientist, you know? And now it's said that the 7U and the 6.25U was switched. I think it only works in one spot anyways, which is this spot. Okay, yeah. They said that's going to be fixed. The little print screen with the directions is going to be fixed in the final production run. So no stress there at all. Let's actually tune this up a little bit now so I don't have to stress out about tuning it up later. Do I have even a syringe anymore with any lube in it, or did I use that when they're up completely? I have to find out. Morning coffee, a flat white oaky and some nice death metal to it. That sounds lovely. I'm here for it. Shit, do I need to get more lube? One sec, guys. I'm just gonna see if I have a little syringe of lubricant available somewhere on my desk. No, I have this one. Okay, I'll use the mode one. I just realized something and need to know. Can Logan fruit give you the shits? There are some fruits that are kind of like laxatives. So you need to be careful with how much you consume of some fruit. Isn't dragon fruit does that? I'm pretty sure dragon fruit does. But I'm not sure about that particular fruit. I've never heard of it. My stomach has been destroyed. Gushers? Like fruit gushers? Like the candy? But there are some things that do the exact opposite. I don't know. Fruits are interesting for that. I have no idea. Dragon fruit is hard for me to digest. Isn't it really just difficult for a lot of people to digest? I know, dude. People talk up dragon fruit all the time, and it's kind of whatever, man. Yeah, I did it yesterday, Fur. You can watch the VOD. It's from yesterday. All right, we're going to do Pink Robins. I'm hoping these sound good with this. Although I probably will need to use the handy dandy plate fork for this. Because this seems like it's going to be a pain in the ass with this PP plate. I think the best fruit that I really like and enjoy is kiwis. Kiwis are they kind of go hard, bro. Kiwis are kind of it. And you get so much vitamin C. Come on. Oh, I just dropped a switch. Kiwis are kind of it. That's it. Oh, it's right here. Perfect. Thanks again for the vendor list. Found some legit this time. GMK sets and ordered them along with Neo 65. Let's go. KG, I love that you found some vendors for that, dude. I'm hoping the build goes smooth. Love that, dude. How many times can we get Alex to mention his PP today? Oh, gosh. Mandarin? Oh, dude. I love those too, yeah. Plums are good. I used to really, really, really like plums. I think more recently I've just grown out of love with them. Just like I used to really like pears. And then I've just kind of grown out of liking pears. I still like apples a lot. Bananas are hit and miss. And then what other fruits do I really like? I like strawberries. Blueberries are good. Blueberries go with a lot of things. I've had a few of those mangosteens, whatever they're called. They're okay. Honestly, they're not worth the price point. And then on top of that, they're just, yeah, they're really sweet, but that's really about it. Yeah, watermelon hits still. That's definitely one that hits. Peaches are really good too. And then I think my favorite fruit that I haven't had in a long time, which I kind of, you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, I should buy some more. Nectarines. Love those things, especially when they're a bit firmer. I'm the same way with plums though. I don't really like when plums get soft, but they're so good. I love nectarines. I want to try Alex's poke. You know what, Avo? You know what? Mangoes? Mangoes are good too. Pineapple's really good too, actually. I like pineapple. I don't have pineapple as much as I should though. You know what I don't care for? Blackberries and raspberries. I've always found them to be a bit tasteless. And again, when you're looking at like a value proposition for them, they're okay. There are better berries out there, I think. Cherries are good though. I like cherries. Bananas. That banana's 8 berry. Are berries? Actually, are they? That I didn't know. But blackberries are amazing in yogurt. Oh, yogurt's good too. You know what really bothers me about yogurt though? At least here, in my area at the very least. For some weird, stupid reason. Like, they don't sell yogurt, at least the brands that I like. I mean, there's a lot of brands they don't have them in like a pack of 4. They sell yogurts in like a pack of 16. I can't, like, and by the time I get to eat it all, I usually can only eat half before it goes bad. So, I just wish they made smaller packs of yogurt, man. I love yogurt, though. Just eat more yogurt? Oh, if I do, my stomach kills me. Currently eating blackberry, raspberry, green grapes. Oh, wait. We all forgot about grapes. We collectively all forgot about how good grapes are. Grapes, blueberries. Yeah, I love grapes, dude. Love it. Actually, you know what I've been munching on a lot lately? I feel like this has been good because I've kind of been supplementing this with like potato chips. Sometimes, not all the time. Carrots. Just like little mini carrots, like baby carrots. Low key, they give you that crunch satisfaction that you probably want. So, pretty good. Oh, the freezing the grape tricks. A lot of people here like that. Baby carrots are goated. Yeah, they're so good. The pink robins on this look cool. I wonder how frozen grapes hold up in the blender. Why does that make me want to go, ooh, that sounds like it's going to destroy your blender? I have no idea why that's making me flinch back a bit. These are just TXAP stabs. We did my findings with TXAP, and you guys actually told me this. I was using thin layers of dielectric grease, and I was finding weird inconsistencies. I still find some inconsistencies using 205G0, but it's definitely less of it. But it seems like TXAP stabs have a they have two issues. Not an issue, I guess, but one of them being it's finicky with lube. So you need to get the right amount of lube. The second issue, which is an actual issue, is with TXAP stabs, if you use it on a PCB, I find the 1.2 ones do this a lot. That's why you have to buy the proper things for it. Or if you have a plate that pushes on the PCB stab housings a lot, the moment these become a little bit angled, it completely fucks up the stab. And I've used Duroc and Cherry in the same boards where it does get pushed on by the plate. It doesn't seem to happen as much, but the moment the plate puts any pressure on this and tilts it, yeah, they bind completely, and it's really, really irritating. It's why I don't use TXAPs all that often for personal builds. This build looks like it's going to be fine because there's clear-cut tolerances around the stabs. Maybe not this particular stab, but mostly all of them don't have like a place where it's going to intersect like that, but the tolerances are super tight. Yeah, which is, you know, it's a good thing, but also not a good thing, you know what I mean? It's kind of like an in-the-middle thing of having the too tight tolerances. Yeah. I soldered my first board yesterday and it was plateless. Your tip on soldering one leg per time and then reheating it and pushing down really helped me. Cheers. I love that for you, dude. Yeah, that's the best, in my opinion, one of the best ways to make sure all your switches are straight. One at a time, reflow, push in, let it cool down, good to go. I'm glad it worked out for you. What board did you end up building? Plateless. I want to see someone make a removable plate thing for plateless builds. Didn't Gion make something like that? I'm pretty positive Gion did, right? And then you just pull it out afterwards. I don't know. I still find the easiest way to do it is just reheat one leg and push in with your thumb and let the solder cool down again afterwards. I feel like that's still like the best, most efficient way that I can recommend. Doesn't he offer, okay, maybe I'm misremembering, but doesn't he also offer that whole kit thing for the plateless things separately as well? Or am I misremembering? I swear to God, someone's giving me that specific thing for a different build. So now I know I've built a number of W1ATs, but I swear it was a few Gion boards. The break-off plates, yeah. Maybe I'm misremembering. Oh, it's really bright outside, but I have all the windows closed, so that's okay. Little step caps lock action. Yeah, he does. Oh. How's my weekend? Yesterday I ran some errands. I feel like today is going to be a bit of a lazy day. I woke up, took some photos today, prepped for this stream, made breakfast, and I think that's going to be my day today. Like I think I'm just going to clean more today, and then I'm probably going to sit in front of my computer and watch some more Star Wars. I want to go outside and take pictures, but I'm so tired that I don't feel like going outside. So, how's your weekend so far? Alex, you know what heavenly discovery I accidentally made? No, but you must tell me. I need to know. I'm very curious. So I took ice cream and a glob of peanut butter. Oh, yeah, that's a good... Dude, it's good, right? Yeah. I've definitely had that before. Sometimes it's been a while, but getting the pre-done stuff from the store too. It's like a good salty... Well, not too salty, but it's a good combination of flavors. I wanted Nutella, but I was out. I've never tried putting Nutella on ice cream, though. I was actually complaining about Nutella yesterday. I think I'm just physically over Nutella. Not that I ate it a lot growing up, but I feel like it's just too much for me. Hi, Nai. How you doing? I like this board. Are you going to be building one too? I think I saw your name on your list, was it? Did I see yours, Nai? Biscoff cookies? Hell yeah. I once had a boba. Hold on. I once had boba. I Wait, let me reread this. Hold on, I'm stuttering on my words here. I'm sorry, guys. I had a boba once called the King's Favorite that was a banana boba with a bunch of peanut butter swirled around the cup. Whoa, I've never had banana boba. So was the drink banana flavored, or was the actual like tapioca, assuming you got tapioca in it, was that banana flavored? That sounds interesting. I feel like banana flavors are kind of tough to pull off. Because either you get a good banana flavor or you get the really, really fake banana flavors where they just, I guess, taste like a candy more than anything else. The drink was banana flavored, but the boba was peanut butter. Oh, that's so interesting. That's what made it hit. Where was this? I actually would try that. That sounds really good. Banana and strawberry flavors. Yeah, they are easy to screw up. To this day, my favorite drink was from Fruitopia. Nine, thank you so much for gifting a sub.
A tier 1 sub to Farhan Rob. They have given 53 gift subs in the channel.
Hear me out. My favorite drink, my favorite juice ever was from Fruitopia. And they used to make strawberry kiwi. It was like, I can't even describe how much I loved that stuff. I would be drinking that, like, it was so cheap back in the day too. It was like $1.50, $2. And I would drink that stuff like every day. And then they stopped making that, well, at least I can't find that flavor anymore. And it's just so sad. I think I've had it before, it slapped. It tasted like, I don't want to say like candy, but it did taste like almost like this, I don't know. It was like the perfect flavor for me. Yeah, now it'd be $6. But yeah, I don't know, man. I wish I could find that flavor again from Fruitopia. Let's see. Palm oil, skim milk, powder, cocoa, hazelnuts, and sugar. What's this for? That's what's in Nutella? God damn. I'm glad I don't really eat Nutella much. If anything, I haven't had it in probably like a year. That seems like a lot of palm oil. That's a lot, right? Do you lube every wire with dielectric grease in the houses of 205? Yes, for the most part, except for TX stabs and QMX stabs. $12 for a 4-pack? Wait, you know where it is, Hunter? And someone asked about this. This is the Matrix Falco, I believe it's pronounced. I could be pronouncing it wrong. It's Matrix's newest board, one of the Mr. Hat series of keyboards, and then November 3rd to 5th, I believe it's running. I like how it auto-modded Avo for saying nut jar. Good job, auto-mod. Because he put nutjar.ca. Good job. Appreciate you, auto-mod. I'm not going to allow that one there. I was joking. That's why it would be nowadays. Oh, yeah, for sure, dude. All right. This is done. Let's screw this in. Oh, my God. This is so heavy. Ugh. All right. Let's grab our screwdriver. Just so you guys can see this again. Here's the bottom of the board. I don't know, man. This design language with this kind of like faceting on the side over here looks so nice. I kind of do appreciate the weight and then the aluminum over here too. Like it looks beautiful. It looks cool. I like it a lot. It definitely is, I'd say, like classy and almost a little bit more modern too. It looks nice. Oh, and I put the switches in the wind key blocker. Sorry, I was on autopilot, guys. I will take those out now. Sorry. It's a good thing it's hot swap. It's chef's kiss. Oh yeah. All right, let's get the right screw for this and start to unscrew. What bit do I need? You know what I might do? Should I just grab the other case? It's copper. Has there been a keyboard made out of bronze? I don't think I've seen one, if there has been one. It's a little bit longer. I mean, like, it's gonna be what, 1.5 inches, 2 inches longer than a regular TKL. This layout's really fun. I don't think this, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if some people like this layout. It is a F-rowless TKL extended. The nice thing about this though, and for anyone who I guess wants to use this for some gaming purposes, it's on the left side. So technically, if you were to keep your keyboard here for gaming, it's still gonna be here. It's just gonna be extended on the left side. So you won't notice much effective desk space being taken up for right-handed users. For left-handed users, maybe that's gonna be a little bit more detrimental. But ideally, your keyboard doesn't move because of the left side. What's the case weight alone? It's heavy, Rufus. I think someone said 3 kilos before, but we're gonna measure it all out. We're gonna build this up and I'll get my scale. Yeah, the brown's nice. It's a nice color. We don't really see too many like these kind of colors too. All right, there's a little bit of scuffs on the inside, but this is just a prototype unit, so I'll chalk it up to that. Interesting. So are these plugs or something for the top mount? Like if I were to take these out, what are these? Oh no, these are probably just like little stoppers. Oh no, these, okay, that makes more sense. Is this like a force brake? You know, this is the second keyboard we've seen in recent history with like pre-built force brakes. I like that. That's nice. We saw another keyboard recently with this too, and the fact that people are kind of adding that now is pretty cool. I like that a lot. Internals over here. Again, there's a little bit of a scuff on this weight over here, but let's take out this guy and put in our daughter board too. Can you please show the engraving on the top case? Hold on. If my camera wants to focus. So this is on the back. What's up, Miggy Caps? How you doing, man? Yeah, the anode looks good, guys. The anode does look good. I'm not noticing anything bad about the anode. Very rare that I've seen anode issues in recent times, but very, very, very rare. I consider a case a ping a future, not a bud. What happened? I consider a case ping a future, not a bud. I love the non-uniform cherry lip. Oh, it's super fun too. Yeah, we can talk about that little design thing too. I'm just a big fan of cherry lips. Oh, you meant to put bug? I was like, what do we mean by bud? Is it a friend of ours or? It's okay. You know what? I get it now. And let's put the top mount on first. It's cool that I do top mount first, guys. I feel like that's what I'm going to end up liking more in this board. But actually, last time I said that about a board, I ended up liking the gaskets a little bit more. Alex's lips? What the? Oak? Oh, they put O-rings in here too. Oof. O-rings make me fidgety. How do they want us to do this? Do they want us to put the O-rings on first? I'm assuming so. Although, I don't even know if I want to put the O-rings on. Let's do no O-rings. I'm not the biggest fan of putting burger mount stuff on. It's kind of whatever. Hope we don't need the O-rings. I don't think we do. O-rings go between the plate and the screw. You can use them if you want. Yeah. I think I'm gonna skip on them. Kind of like that extra little bit of vibration you might get from not using them. To me, that's like the joy of using a top mount keyboard. A little bit of extra feedback, you know? It's fun because the non-uniform lip matches the Dami key spacebar shape. Oh, yeah. They have that little like, curve on that spacebar too. That is true. Maybe a weird comparison, but it reminds me a lot of the Kibu Fukuro, but in XT layout. I still have the Fukuro here. Does it? Does it look like it a little bit? I don't recall now. All right, next up we'll put the daughter board in. Then we will use the Easy Mate, and hopefully we can get it done in the first try here. Who subbed? Ren, thank you so much for gifting a sub. Also, I just noticed this. I don't know what the hell happened here. But I hope it works. Do you guys see that? What the fuck? Looks like it combusted or something. Coffee stain? Oh, it was Tim. That makes sense. Did Tim have this board before me? It's probably Tim. All right. Upside down? It goes upside down. Huh. So it has an Easy Mate, but then it goes this way here. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't know if I love the Easy Mate choice here. Like, do you need the Easy Mate for this? Like, is that a necessity? The stain stays true to the color of the case. Yeah, the sockets want it in. They're like, hey, dude, we want to be matching too. It'll work. The PCB had one wrong component, so I had to desolder and resolder a new component. The kale socket got a little orange. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what, man? I've totally done that too on repairs, where my solder is just like, my iron's just been a little too close to something, and I'm just like too head down and focused on fixing something else that I just don't notice. Oh, did I put away the wrong screw here? I get that though, I get that. All right. Now, time to put this all together. So am I putting sloth on this? I feel like that's the only viable option here for this. It's sloth, right? That's what I'm using. We're going with the Tim story. Yeah, Tim story is more fun. Sloth look cool. I do not have tiramisu, no. I am so sorry, I don't own that set. All right. Easy Mate plugged in.
Wow, what a long board, wow.
Wow, Ants, thank you so much, dude. Appreciate you, man. Oh wait, this is screwless from the top, so I don't actually have to flip this over. Almost forgot about that. Okay, I'm gonna give them credit here. The fact that I didn't need to clip any of the switches for the screwless design to fit makes me a lot happier. So big props to that. Big props. And thank you again, Lance. I appreciate you, man. Building experience so far is top notch indeed. I like this experience so far. Absolutely a breeze to use. Sloth is my favorite brown theme set. We'll probably grab Sloth then. I feel like Sloth is the only viable choice for today. Has anyone tried DSA keycaps? They seem like they would work well on a 40. I don't mind DSA keycaps even on non-40s, but I mean, it's all preference at the end of the day. Oh, you guys want Retrowave? Yeah? You guys want it? God, no. God damn it. Food and rent or handsome? Oh, no. You always pick food or rent, Disky. I don't even want to entertain the idea of, like, picking items over rent and food. You always pick your necessities first. Always. Okay, let me get Sloth. I'm just joking about the other keycap set. I'm just kidding. Oh, my back needed to crack so badly. Oh. Alright. I'm gonna take off this keyboard, and I also need this Sloth box, which is right here. I pre-prepped it today, because I knew we were going to use this set today. I had a feeling. Sloth or bread? What does bread look like again? I don't even remember what bread looks like. I'll be honest. I actually do not recall. Bread looks like it's just yellow? I don't even remember that. Chad, I know he only reviews high-end keys. Actually, sometimes I do review some, I guess, non-high-end customs. I think a lot of the times we do, but I haven't heard of that one there, the LeBogue High 75. There are a lot of boards in both spaces of being budget-friendly and high-end that I have just not taken a look at. There's just too many boards to take a look at these days. Do we like Sloth on this? This kind of looks really nice on this, actually. I mean, we're just moving it from one brown board to another. Cycle 7, Neo 65, Bauer, the list goes on. Cycle 7 is probably going to be a fan favorite for a lot of people, just depending on, you know, or not depending, but based on how many people actually really liked the Cycle 7 reviews, I can already tell he's going to be a fan favorite. It does look good, huh? Yeah, it's a cool looking board, the New Matrix one. It looks extremely flexy for a top mount. Dude, it kind of is. Like, that's pretty crazy. Oh, I put the Y and the B in the wrong spot, guys. This is what happens when I'm in autopilot mode. That is pretty wild. I can already tell this is going to sound really good. But let's put all the keys on first before we make a judgment call. Hey Alex, what's up, Tensile? How you doing? I'm actually quite surprised in how flexy this is for a top mount. I would almost guess this wasn't top mount. Is it the PP plate? I wonder. Is the PP plate making this ultra flexy? What are your thoughts on the layout? I've always been a big fan of these kind of layouts. I think these layouts are really fun. I already know though, I think a lot of people think they're really fun, but then there's also, and I'm not going to hide this. There's a lot of people who think this is a very impractical layout because it's like, well, why not get an extended TCal with no missing F-row keys? And I get it, but yeah, I really like Pink Robins too. I keep like a nice little supply of these. They're fun long pull switches. They're good for like boards that are a little bit too clacky, but you still want, a nice long pull switch. So It's a good balance because they're not like ultra high pitch switches. Yes, they are stock. I have tried to lube them and I never noticed a difference. The only thing that I've done, oh yeah, I'm missing the control for Sloth. Well, not missing, it's on another board. I found it the other day and I just forgot to take it off. I'll grab it later. What do I need for this? The arrow keys, right? Oops. Oh, I think I left the arrow keys on that other board too. Okay, I might have to get up and go get the other board and go find where I put it. But let's do the macro column first. I'm just gonna use F keys for this because honestly, I don't know what else to put here. The cherry lip, yeah, it's quite nice. It is indeed quite nice. Actually, I'm gonna use the washroom tool while I get up. And I might go change my shirt because it is kind of getting warm in this condo right now and I literally couldn't tell you guys why. It's just really hot in here. All right, be right back, everybody. Give me like 2 minutes. Be right back. It is so hot in here. I'm sweating like crazy. I decided to not change because I didn't like any of the shirts I had. But help me, chat. What happened? What did we do? It's so hot though. I don't understand why it's so hot today. You match the board completely. It's all by design. It's all by design, guys. It's a sign, Alex. perhaps a little bit of one. Oh, this is so nice with sloth on it. God damn, this looks great. The texture one was a Salvation. So that was the Salvation, the copper slag version of the Salvation. Good old copper slag. It's a nice color. Put some of these back, and we'll close this up, put this away. Let's put these wherever. Looking at my first custom between Neo 65 and Envoy. What's the Neo 65 price point at again? I can never remember, and I apologize for not remembering, but... And then the Envoy starts at $220 now. $130 shipped versus $280 shipped. You would... Okay, let me ask you this then, bud. Do you have a good set of keycaps right now? So what's your total budget? Do you have a good set of keycaps, and do you have all the other parts that you need? Let's try to tackle this from a different standpoint instead of what's better, because I think that's ultimately a preference choice. Do you have any stabs though? So if you have everything that you need right now, and if you're comfortable with spending the money, and this is a personal choice. I kind of do think that the Envoy does have a slightly nicer overall sound signature, at least to me. However, I still would recommend getting the Envoy with perhaps a weight on it instead of just the all aluminum one. In which case, you know, then it becomes even more expensive. From a total value standpoint, the Neo just makes more sense. So you might find more happiness and value out of the Neo, which can also sound really, really good too. So, totally up to you what you want at the end of the day. I still prefer, like, I have the Neo and the Envoy, and outside of everything, and I'm being very honest, guys, just to be very clear, I still use the Neo a lot more than any other keyboard that I have in my collection. Yeah, everyone's a little different, right? So remember that too. Everyone's going to be a little different with what their preferences are. Some people really love the Neo, and the Neo does have a good sound signature to it. So, did I say something else? Sorry, Envoy. I like the Envoy more. I use the Envoy a lot in my collection. Oh. Well, this already sounds like it's going to be a total banger of a keyboard. So, we're using this in top mount config with the PP plate, pink Robin switches, GMK keycaps, and TX AP stabs. The TX stabs are just done with 205G0, and the pink Robins are actually stock. I did open this particular batch up and smoothed out the pre-lubrication because some of the pink Robins are not the best in the world in terms of consistency, so just everyone's aware, I did touch some of them up. I guess let's see what this sounds like. I'm going to plug it in, actually. We'll give you guys an overview of what this looks like again afterwards. This is 7U, yeah. This is the 7U spacebar. All right, here we go. It's getting really bright in my room, and I apologize, guys. Little HJ test. This does not feel like a top mount at all. Yeah, I hear a bit of that metallic-y resonance as well, but I kind of think it works with this board, oddly enough. Again, I think stuff like that, to me, has always added a little bit of character, but it has to be done in a nice way, or else it just sounds bad. Enter key's a little loud. Maybe I'm going to tune that up with a bit more lube, see if that helps it. Let's see if that can do it. But the enter key is a bit loud there. Let's see. Let's see if I can tune that up. Is that a tuning problem, or is it just by, I guess not by design, but is it just normally loud? Let's see. Yeah, that's just normally loud. I really like this. The enter key, not my favorite. Oddly enough, the backspace sounds fantastic. Left shift sounds great. Actually, hold on. Let the lube settle a little bit. Enter key kind of sounding a little better with more use here. This does not even feel like a top mount. It definitely has some top mount sound characteristics. Alphas sound absolutely fire. That sounds really good. Being so excited for this board, really tough to find something that this layout with the design I enjoy. Yeah. You think this spacebar sounds hollow, Therak? Huh? It sounds really full to me. I would even say that the spacebar is one of the few keys that has absolutely no resonance to it. The front height's really comfortable. The front height is insanely comfortable, and you don't really have to worry about your thumb kind of touching the edge of the case here because of the cherry lip. It's just a very like nice experience. You can keep your thumb a little bit lower. All right. I do want to try the gaskets, though. You guys down to see the gaskets, too? Why is it so bright all of a sudden? I like keeping my windows open, but not when it becomes, like, blinding light in here. Might honestly skip derivative extras for this board. You know what else this would sound fire with? I just need to lube a batch. Cherry Nixies would probably sound fucking fire on this. So... see, this is now, okay, this is my double-edged sword with, here, I'll show you guys the layout, or the keyboard itself again. With hidden screw design keyboards, is now I gotta take off the keycaps to get inside the board. So, I don't know, I feel like it's just me complaining about absolutely nothing, but gotta wait. I'll get the scale after we finish with the gaskets. It's a beautiful looking keyboard though, absolutely stunning. Again, I feel like I'm complaining about nothing here, but it still bothers me that I gotta take off keycaps to get inside the board. My biggest pet peeve. Yeah. Again, I'm gonna let you guys know though, I'm a bit biased. I don't really care for screwless design keyboards. Like, it does nothing for me. I like the look of screws. So again, just recognize my bias here. I don't think it makes the keyboard bad. I just personally don't care for them. I actually frequently open up my boards a lot, so that stuff kind of matters to me. Ugh. How dare you have preferences in this hobby? Yeah, you'd be surprised on how many times I get told my preferences and my biases are wrong by random people on the internet. Like, okay, you want to know one of my biggest pet peeves that I think is... I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I think it's kind of brain dead to say. Like, I'm going to be really rude about this, and I apologize. I hate when people do this. Hate it. When people go, let's just say I'm reviewing a board that's $200, and it sounds good, we like it, but there's a board that's out there that's $240 that people also really like. You always got those guys that are like, why would I buy this when I can just save an extra $40 and spend this? It's like, just spend more money. Like, buy the thing I like. This is stupid that you like this. And it's kind of like, first of all, I hate the fact that some people are on such a level with their money that they don't realize $40 is a shit ton of money to some people. Like, that's the part that gets under my skin the most. That stuff I hate. Because, dude, sure, maybe $40 is a drop in the bucket for you. But, like, for some people, that's a lot of money. And, like, they can't afford to, like, buy the extra $40 one. So, it's just ignorant. I hate when people do that. And second of all, who cares? It's not, if you don't like it, you don't like it. Doesn't mean everyone else has to buy what you like. All right, let's screw this open again. Yeah, that's one of my biggest pet peeves. I hate when people say, buy the more expensive thing instead, forehead. Spend your money. I understand if they were to recommend, if someone asked you and said, hey, I'm thinking about saving up for this really expensive item or buy this really cheapy one, and you were to give advice saying, well, you know, this more expensive one lasts you longer, and, you know, in the long run, this more expensive, let's just say vacuum cleaner will, you know, get you more money's worth. These are keyboards. They all type at the end of the day, and there are a few things that are different with keyboards that can actually give you some sort of difference on your computer. They're luxury items, so it doesn't matter. If you like something and it costs $200, and if you like something that costs $550, then so be it. Who gives a shit? Smaller content creators, they built a board and they like, and some dudes are like, yeah, but that board is cheaper and better. Yeah, it's kind of irritating in a lot of ways. I agree with that. Your stance on the race to the bottom direction of the hobby or industry versus the opposing, why not just spend an additional $40 for a better board? So the race to the bottom part of the industry is in response to what people want. You'll find that people in the keyboard hobby that aren't as vocal as maybe us here, a lot of them want cheap plus best. And I think that's a very common thing you want in your life. Like, you want cheap and best. Like, I don't think anyone here is opposed to that ideology. Like, if you can get something that's $100 and sounds and feels and looks like the $400 item, you're gonna want the $100 item. It just makes sense. So it's a response to a growing need of what people want. And I think it works. However, I think when you're doing a race to the bottom thing, you end up getting lack of innovation. It's just, you know, it's kind of lack of innovation on the consumer end of things. Like, as a manufacturer, you might have like a breakthrough innovation on how to manufacture something that costs you less. And sure, maybe that works for you. But when you're talking about the consumer, they're probably getting the same old keyboard done in the same old boring way. We're reaching a point now where I don't think it's a race to the bottom kind of thing. I think the hobby right now is more so in a spot of, how can I word this? It's more so in a spot of, now we have the cheapest product, how can we innovate the most?
Yo Alex, what's up my man? Once again I am back to give you my prime and wish you well homie. BTW, I'm in college now, which is cool, and I moved out.
Thank you, I
Wish me
appreciate
luck.
that. KTR, thank you so much, dude. Dude, good luck in college, bro. I appreciate you, man. Really do, man. Are we in a period of renaissance? We might be. I think right now, like, I've been saying this to some of the other vendors and people who have, like, consulted with me on things. I think right now we're in that period of time where we're going to see a lot more interesting things, because now everyone has their cheap thing and their cheap and good thing. Now people want, like, imagine it's like a triangle. I think people now want good and cool, and the cheap's on the other side of things right now. But I don't think that means the market for cheap is gone.
Expired. Sorry, M8.
Dude, it is okay. You don't have to apologize for that. I appreciate you being here. Thank you, K-Meyer. I think you're right. And with high-end, it feels like more interesting boards are getting funded. Well, dude, you know what's crazy? We're seeing less and less, and I've even turned down less and less, hear me out, kind of boring $300 plus boards. And I'm talking boring as in, like, Sure, the design might be a little bit different, but ultimately it's the same board we've probably seen a million times. And now we're seeing boards with like magnets and, you know, new enclosure systems, and even QK did that whole like new kind of daughter board that uses the magnets kind of thing, right? Like we're seeing some of that happen, and that's just making keyboards more interesting. So I'm glad. I think the hobby is going into a right direction. And kind of like you were saying too, we're seeing less of those keyboards get funded. They're really kind of, I don't want to call it mediocre because I don't think they're mediocre. Maybe that's just someone's idea of what they want, but maybe that's just not what the community wants. We're seeing the more interesting things that's, you know, cooler, I guess, get funded more often, which is nice. We're doing gaskets now, right? So gasket plugs. All but the new folks in the hobby with their Zoom and QK boards are going to start looking at higher end stuff. Yeah. And dude, you know what else really bothers me? Because I don't know if Manoli will put this. Actually, does this? Sorry, 1 second, guys. I don't know if the designer's still in chat, but does this longer part go on the bottom or the top for the gasket? I'm assuming it would go on the top. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. I think the top, right? The bigger part goes to the bottom? Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, Farhan. So yeah, I think right now we're going to see a really fun turn in keyboards and what you'll find in boards. I'm excited. I don't know about you guys. I'm genuinely excited. $300 board seems too close to the 150 500 in terms of style and sound. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking nowadays, and I've been seeing the boards that have a lot more interesting design and like meticulous craft that went into them, that are even in the $500 to $600 plus range. They're actually outperforming the $300 boards, which kind of have a middle ground of everything. Because like you said, those $300 boards are just basically like a little bit more of a higher end version of the $150 to $200 range boards. And it just doesn't really make sense to buy those anymore. Why does this sound so good out of the case? This PP plate and Pink Robin combo is kind of sick. Did I get all the gaskets? I did. All right, interesting. So this just sits on these little slotted inserts for this, so this shouldn't move at all. So it kind of acts as an alignment peg system as well. Fantastic, love that. Let's put this guy back on. See if we can notice a difference in sound and stuff. Honestly, I'm not sure if we will be able to notice. Kind of feeling it's going to be the same. It's a really good video. Maybe rethink how I view keyboards in the scene. Which one, Renma? Avi made a good video on this topic. We're beginning to see the results. Oh, yeah. But you know what's funny about that? I actually spoke with Avi a little bit about this too privately. That was a thing. Like, people were designing boards with, you know, cool intentions and stuff. You know, I don't want to put any sort of blame on anybody, but with anything that has money involved in it, and we have to be realistic, if there's money to be involved and there's profit to be made, you will find some people will find the cheapest, easiest option to make that money in whatever field it is. You have to understand that's going to be a thing. Companies will come in and be like, well, everyone seems to want this basic thing. Let's just sell this super basic thing. And that's, you know, that's going to sell. Some people want that super basic thing. And maybe some designers also were like, well, these companies are making money. I want to, you know, also make money. But I think now that people aren't making money and we're kind of re-entering that phase of like, well, do you mean the poopy boring stuff isn't selling much anymore? Okay, how do we make money again? And now people are having to put in a lot of effort. It's a cycle that's going to happen. We see that in everything. So true, profit over everything. I mean, it's also not a bad thing for the hobby. Like, for example, Glorious and all those other brands that came in and made basic ass 75% keyboards. Not a bad thing for the hobby, because more people get interested in boards and maybe it acts as like a gateway to something else. But ultimately, not the most exciting boards in the world, at least to us. And that's a matter of perspective as well too, right? You have to understand that. It's not exciting to us, which is a very small portion of people. Remember that too. It's good to remember that as well. All right, let's put this here. Is a little nudge needed to dive into the hobby? Yeah, exactly. I was like, why is there an F key here? Then I remember we used it for those. It's possible to check keys versus stabilizer versus sound material without the modularity and range and cheapness. Yeah, I agree. Thoughts on the Sonnet? Oh, the Sonnet is a very pretty keyboard that I don't even think... I don't think the Sonnet would even come close to... I mean, I feel like I'm going to sound like a dick saying this. In all honesty, I just think the Glorious board ended up being a giant mess in the long run. The stupid thing about the Glorious board is it got more expensive as time went on and people wanted it less and less and less. Like, the Sonnet is still the same price, and you know, it offers something that the Glorious doesn't offer, which is like fun, good quality design. But like, the Glorious ended up having like what, a combo of things they sell with like all these stupid top plates that sell for like a whopping $60, $70 each. Yeah, it's like $350 fucking pre-built that you have to take apart anyways. So I don't know, man. I think it's hard to compare. I don't think the Glorious is a good purchase these days. There's so many better keyboards that are also in stock. It's weird. It's weird that it only went up in price when I personally don't feel like the demand is there. So, I don't know. Are the prices on your website .com or sorry, USD or CAD? It is in USD. It's just because the majority of clients are you in US. Actually, there's not a lot of Canadian clients I have. So I just decided to make it easier so people can stop asking me for what's it called? Conversions. So I just decided to keep it in USD. Was the Glorious good when it came out? I have a review on it. At the time, I think I was even, I want to say wise enough to recognize that I don't think the Glorious board was like the board for you, but it made sense in the market at the time. It was, yeah, it was okay at best, just like what Brisk said. But yeah, at the time I was even like, in terms of like, where does this fit? Even I didn't really know. So I think I ended up saying it's for people who are just like not sure about keyboards. I have like a whole thing I did about it. It's like a really old video I did, but I'm thirsty as fuck today. All right. It's gasket mounted time now. Here, I'll show you guys the design of the keyboard one more time. So this is the side profile. Again, pretty little taper here on the side, kind of bulges out a little bit. And we got that beautiful curve going up. Good looking little wedge. Beautiful side profile. Absolutely stunning. Like, that looks good. That is subtle. It looks good. Everything about this is amazing looking. If this was a straight line, I would be a little bit more bored. But because this does curve upwards, it looks great. The back of the board, pretty standard here. You can see those tapers on the side, the little facets on the bottom here. They kind of work with this to give it a nice shape. Got the engraving on the left here. I actually don't know what the engraving means. But again, quite a pretty little board. The copper and the brown look phenomenal, by the way. I can't really... Oh, it just says reflection? Okay. I can't really comment on the other colors because I have not seen them. Again, the other side profile here, if you guys want to see the other side. Same thing. Then the bottom is really where this keyboard stands out. And these are press-in feet, I believe. These are press-in feet too, so you don't actually need to worry about adhesive feet, which is fantastic as well. Bottom looks absolutely stunning. Beautiful. It's great. I just think I really like the way that they incorporated the weight on this with the aluminum bottom over here. It just looks good. It kind of makes sense too because of the reflection naming scheme. So it kind of does look like a reflection, right? Like this might be water, this could be the sky type thing. It's a pretty looking keyboard. It does. It makes sense in a lot of ways. And then for people who are interested in that little cherry lip on the front, we've seen I think I've seen 2 or 3 other boards. I can't remember the name of them now with this kind of design with the cherry lip. But it's not like a uniform cherry lip. It kind of dips and then comes back up. Did the Suse have that as well? I can't remember too much. Yeah, the derivative has it. That's right. Alrighty. So let's see what the gasket sounds like. Oddly enough, I think I'm probably going to like the top mount a little bit more with this combination. Maybe this would sound better with the alu plate, but I mean, let's see. Let's give this a little bit of a test here. It was when I met a Glorious employee and she mentioned how they blacklisted Alex and proceeded to talk bad about this content. Person had no clue the whole community had Alex's back. Listen, I am not going to comment on any of that stuff. I mean, I can comment because they did make an announcement, but yeah, I turned down, just so you guys know, because this is public knowledge, I turned down a large amount of money to basically shut me up about the whole Aether keycap set thing. Just because like all I wanted to do was like basically send them a message about saying that like I am not going to be for sale. You can't bully people around like this, and make an apology about it. And they did. They had to make a public apology about it, but it was stressful, to say the least. Ooh, the gaskets feel very uniform in terms of bounciness. Money does not solve everything. It does not. Whatever. I don't like the brand at all, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't actually used anything from Glorious. Actually, if you guys want a little funny thing before we do the typing test here, if you go back to the Glorious Discord and search my username from like before I started doing keyboard content, it was just me bitching and complaining in that Discord about their customer service. It was awful. It was terrible. So you can still find those messages. I'm pretty positive. All right, let's see what this sounds like now. Gasket mount it. Same everything else, same plate. Let's see what this is. It sounds good, but I like the top mount more. Personally, I like the top mount. I'm hearing less of the resonance fur. I think it has the same sound character to it, just less resonance. And oddly enough, sorry, I hit the F keys, my bad guys. Oddly enough, I really like the resonance in it. This sounds very clean, but I did like the top mount a little bit more. It does sound pretty much identical though, minus the resonance. I had a feeling I'd like top mount more. It still sounds super clean though. Still does. If you don't like the resonance and still like this board, you probably want to go with the gasket. If you like the resonance, me personally, I think that adds a lot of character to this board. Top mount for sure. Yeah, it's not like an unnecessarily amount of like bad resonance. It's actually nice. It sounds good. Alu plate for gasket. That's my rule. Yeah. That's usually my rule too. I just don't really have like the time to like go for a full swap out here. But SP111 split Southpaw keyboard race to the bottom. There I covered. What happened? With a huge leaf spring, I almost feel that top mount is a misnomer. Where's the other plate? I mean, that's probably why the top mount sounded so good or felt so good too. It does have a rather large leaf spring over here, which probably made it very flexy on the PP plate as well. Although I still wouldn't use the aluminum for top mount. Oddly enough, I'm just not big on aluminum top mount keyboards. Again, preference thing, but just not big on it. Actually, I'm very curious now. Is the Glorious keyboard still on sale for $350? Glorious Gaming. Let's see. I'm so fucking curious. Keyboards. I think the old owner of the company sold the company too, right? It's no longer ran by the same people. Pre-built edition. 350 still. Holy fucking shit. Sorry, guys. My cursing is wrong. I shouldn't do. 350 for the pre-built edition. USD. Damn. Ugh. That's a steal? Oh my gosh. Compared to other boards these days, that feels like robbery. That completely is robbery. You know what else is really funny too with Glorious? Sorry, I'm going on a rant right now. When Glorious was like, we don't do group buys. We're better than the competition. And then they proceeded to do 2 back-to-back group buys on things for their mice. That was so funny and ironic to me. So funny, dude. So funny, dude. I mean, they still got like shit for products here. They got nothing good. Nobody talks about their stuff anymore. Do you have any info on the Han 60 V2 coming up for group buy? I have no info, no. Oh yeah, they did a group buy for Switches too. That's right. That's totally right. I just made my AL.6 hot swap. Did you mil-max it? It's a fun process, right? The only thing glorious is the size of... Wait. The only thing glorious is the size of the flame of the dumpster fire. Yeah, it's a pretty big one. Nope, wait, how'd you make it hot swap then? I bought the Bastion 60 PCB. Oh yeah, I heard it's interchangeable. I mean, that's really cool. Is the QK75N worth it? I liked it a lot. The only thing I didn't like was some design choices. Other than that, it was a pretty good keyboard. And I think for the price point too, it's pretty fantastic. So, Glorious mice are just Zowie reskins that they have no originality. Yeah. Is the board ano lighter or darker than the entry key? The board ano is a... It's okay. It's not that it's lighter or darker to my eyes. It's less saturated than the enter key. Does that make sense? It's a little less saturated. So the brown on the keycap set, yeah, like it looks like brown has like a lot of orange in it. It looks like it has a little bit more orange in it. So this looks like they just turned down the saturation a little bit. To my eyes. Although, yeah, this definitely has a little bit more color to it. Let me get the scale as well, because I do want to measure this keyboard. I'm so curious on how much this weighs. Oh shit, I dropped my headset. I'm very, very, very curious. Okay, stay there. You guys want to do predictions? You guys want to predict? Yes? What's the prediction? We'll do weight predictions. Let's do... Oh shit. This is bound as something else. I think this was meant to be split. Hold on. Let me just use my other keyboard. That is bound to a different key entirely. Prediction... All right, let's do under over, okay? Under over. Let's do 3.2 kilograms as the under over. So we'll do, hold on, 3.2 kg. We'll do under, over, and you guys will have a minute to do predictions. Under over 3.5? Let's do under over 3.2. Or actually, fuck it. We'll just do under over 3.2. I think that works. I don't actually know what this is, so let's just try that. Let's see. I have no idea what this is going to be. Guessing 3.35 or 3.335. I did under on accident. It could be under. Someone said unbuilt this was 3 kilos. So all the Americans in chat are just like fucking racing to the conversion thing on Google, being like, what the hell does kilos mean? All right, it's over. Let's see. All right. Imagine if it didn't turn on. All right, on kilos, let's see what this is. Ooh, it's under. Ooh, 3.2 is a good little guess on my end. It's under. You guys all put over. That's crazy. Someone is cashing out hard right now. It is indeed under, guys. Choose outcome. Dude, the point disparity is crazy between the two of these. Holy smokes. No, this is definitely not 3.2 kilos. All right, it's under. Complete prediction. Under 3.2. That is wild, dude. The published weight was 3.2. I don't even know what to tell you guys, man. It's not 3.2. This is what I use for my shipping, so this is accurate. I have to make sure this is accurate or else I get in trouble with the post office. So stand it up vertically. I can't stand it up vertically. It won't stand vertically. It'll just fall. I don't see why that would matter. It's still the same. It's still 3.15. Oh, you guys can't see. Hold on. It's even less now. Hold on. Let me redo it. Hold on. Go back to kilograms for you guys. Look, same thing. Hands off, 3.159. I mean, I think the advertised bare bone weight then is probably like what? Stop capping. It's not over 3.2. Yeah, it's definitely not over 3.2. There's no way. Take it off the mat. You guys are really, really going crazy for this. Let's reset it. That's copium. 3.19. It's still under on no mat. 3.19. It's still under. No table? No table? All right. No table. It's 0.14 with no table. It doesn't even work with no table. Press down on it until it says 3.2. That was pretty good. Who said no table? That was pretty good. I like that. That gave me a little chuckle. Where's my pen pop? We'll do it right now, dude. Now do it naked? Who? This naked or me naked? What? Huh? Beautiful. It's 3.2 to me. Farhan's like shaking his head right now. Just like we're all idiots. It's like, what are you guys doing to my keyboard? Do it again. Apologies, I'm American, so maybe my formula is wrong. Oh, that's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Seems like fully built, it's at most 3.19. Maybe use thicker keycaps, it'll go 3.2. Egoon wants a compliment. Hey, you know what's always accurate on my scale? How much I love you, bro. All right. That stuff's always accurate. That's never off, all right? Appreciate you, Egoon. Hope you're having a great day today. Hope the rest of your Sunday goes absolutely fantastical. All right, though, guys. Let's plug this guy here in and... I really like this, though. I think, again, I still like this a little bit more in top mount. Design super classy. It is a bit more on the expensive side, but you know what? You get a huge copper fucking slab on the bottom, so I'm like... It's a lot of material there for copper, so it kind of makes sense in terms of pricing. You're also paying a little bit more for the design too, but it's nice. Dual mounting system. The only criticism I would have for this board here, just like a little final wrap up, I don't really care for the Easy Mate cable. Don't really care for it. So that I would like to see just as a regular cable, or again, it does work with universal daughter boards. At least give me an option on the back of the PC to plug in my own. That's it. That's all I care about. The Geekax says 3.2 kg exactly. Hey guys, hey listen. My scale is accurate. I have to be accurate for shipping. When I usually put this in the front. It's on a desk. I have to be accurate because they get upset when I don't do things right. So bad cable. So many had fast failures with Easy Mate, and I'm scared of mine. Yeah, that's my only criticism for this board. But it's not like it doesn't work right now. It technically is rated up to what, like 5 or 10 pulls for that thing. So we'll see. All right, though, guys, that's pretty much it. Oops, wrong scene. I hope you guys have a good day today. I'll see you guys. Actually, I won't be streaming tomorrow because I got asked to move my stream. I may still go live tomorrow, but I have no idea when I'm going to be building. So the next stream may be Tuesday or Wednesday. Most likely Tuesday with Tim. So we'll see. But let's go raid Jay, I guess. Jay's building an old keyboard. God damn. All right, let's go raid Jay. Love you guys. I hope you guys have a good one today. Peace out, everybody. Always appreciate you guys coming here. Great little board, though. Fucking heavy, though. Super heavy. If you guys like heavy keyboards, this might be it for you. But have a good one, guys. See you guys very, very, very soon. And peace out, everyone. Love you. Bye-bye.